Oh yes, I see. So let me see. Right? I'm not. The man. I'm saying being the son. The son. The son of man. But the man being the son though. This is this even a relationship mean to the bowl. I mean the bowl of water. You know? Mm-hmm. It's weird. I wouldn't say I kind of probably should do. I got inspired though. I'm saying do some highs. Do some highs though, man. Do some highs, man. Man, 'cause basically, I'm saying you'll see how a chick will reflect the dude. I'm saying so. Basically though, it's like those are one of them manifestation ones. Number one, I'm saying Afi. It was LDA too. It's LDA on Marcy Adams. Marcy Adams was there. Red Pill Show shout out. But it's a manifestation. But basically just. Mm, but yeah, someone was hollering at. I'm saying someone was hollering at a chick trying to what? I'm saying someone was like shooting a shot or whatever. And it was like basically a female. The dude is the son. I'm gonna just keep rolling with it. But the dude is the son. The dude is the sun, and the female is the moon. So, like I'm saying that the moon is a reflection of the sun, right? You don't really have to see you don't have to see the sun. That's what the moon is like that. I mean, but so basically, I mean, like yeah, but basically they saying like, if you trying to holler at a chick, you really like the dude. She may have a nice body, but you really like the dude. It's like she's like even like custom made. I mean, like you like the dude. Like you know what I'm saying, it's like I always figured something like that, but it's like yeah, because she reflects like you like pay attention to certain stuff. I mean, like she'll be just like so if she's with one dude, she's been one dude all she's been one dude. Like, she'll literally like she'll beat him just feminine. So we don't get in this man to break this down. We just gonna break it down because I feel like I be watching certain people break stuff down. So I feel like it's like even like when you break something down, I see like reviews of songs. You basically just gotta mm, pause it. I mean like every 20 seconds or so. But I like that. I kind of can break stuff down intensively, but I can break stuff down extensively anyway. I feel like I used to not break stuff down that much because I only had like a certain amount of time and space and everything. So the live, I can break stuff down more. So I'm gonna kind of break this down. We might go to the Lexus Tyler. We're gonna break this one down. Just kind of flow with it too. I'll get into the spirit one too, like getting into the person's spirit. Yeah. 19. Use spiritual yours. Religion is the most seductive system. I kind of got into this. Listen to the whole audio book. Audio on the way. Road trip ski thing, man. So it was kind of cool. And it's relaxing. So I had a lot of time. So that was the first time I ever listened to the whole thing. I wouldn't have done it for me. Come on. Mankind has created. Death is our greatest fear, and religion offers us the illusion that we are immortal. That something about us will live on. The idea that we are an infinitesimal part of a vast and indifferent. You know, like I said intentions. My thing, I know when I said intentions, they usually happen. I'm saying just you kind of like can even let go of stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you like become thankful, you kind of like you like, damn, this shit happened. You wasn't really trying to, you wasn't even trying to do it. It's been like a goal of yours for a long time, and this shit always it just automatically kind of happens. Like you know what I'm saying, like, I used to say like, I've been wanting to cut down on smoking, but it shit just happened. Like you know what I'm saying, I wasn't even thinking about it. It just happened. Because I always said that. Like it was like something like I was just so getting like what your ideals like. I had a certain ideal of what my ideal smoking would be. But I was saying like it's funny, man. I think it's this one right here. But I had this shit. And it's funny because like yo, got these motherfuckers right here. Cream. That's what's up too. This is like you see here. I don't understand. That was about to, I'm saying, blue and yellow, but I was like, I was going back and forth. I like the watermelon, but the cream, I'm saying, let me actually get that. I'm saying, Christ rules everything around. All right. Oh yeah, we had five for $1. So even like last time, I just kind of busted it down. You know what I'm saying? Dug the guts out. But I think I just did it like I did it a certain way, so it kind of came apart. Like I was like, okay, there's two pieces. Usually it's 2 pieces, so it's 2 pieces. So basically, I was short on them. So I'll show you right now. Let me see. I just took out this one. So that's one way. I ain't even rolling these up yet. So I had this right here. This is like just like I had this for 4 days. I'm just holding this one thing for 4 days. I usually go through a lot of them. Basically, it's like this. So it's just a whole one. I kind of want to do it, but basically it's just like that. And then it's like this is just one. Like like Dutchess, they'll have like a leaf one, but this one just had basically just two, like two. So you can just bust it down two. I was like, oh, let me see what it do because it just happened like that. I didn't do it because I only had one more. So that's what's up. And I was like, I rolled one up. It smelled good. It smelled good as that. Because some of them be like wraps and stuff. I got certain wraps. It's like it just be two. They don't roll nice. But them that roll one. Like so that's basically 10 for $1. As opposed to 5 for $1, bust it down to that. Bust each one down to 2. The funny thing is, you know what I'm saying, I used to roll the whole thing. Like I'm saying, both like just the whole thing. I never had one last for 4 days. I mean, it's what I'm saying, 4 days. And this here, like I said, this is half that I rolled the other one, small that, and that's the other piece of it. Let's get this real quick though. That's interesting too. Like yeah, we got interesting connections. I be forgetting stuff. Cause even that, it's funny, but I ain't gonna say that right now. I ain't gonna say that period, but that's just interesting right there.
The universe is terrifying. Religion humanizes this universe, makes us feel important and loved. We are not animals governed by uncontrollable drives, animals that die for no apparent reason, but creatures made in the image of a supreme being. We too can be sublime, rational, and good. Anything that feeds a desire or a wished for illusion.
I basically what I'm saying, like, which is interesting as well. I can see that being the case, but I even said that back then too. But I just knew the importance. And God has put into me. Like I learned about certain stuff later on, like the woman and all that. But I just learned a lot of stuff later on. But God just put in me like, okay, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like the importance of certain stuff. So, but I'm saying I like kind of. Sometimes I'll ask God to come inside of me, do something for me, as opposed to me doing it. Just come inside me right now to do something. I mean, using me, so it's physical, to do something.
And nothing can match religion in this arena. Pleasure is the bait that you use to lure a person into your web. But no matter how clever a seducer you are, in the back of your target's mind, they are aware of the end game, the physical conclusion toward which you are heading. You may think your target is unrepressed and hungry for pleasure, but almost all of us are plagued by an underlying unease with our animal nature. Unless you deal with this unease, your seduction will be superficial and temporary. Instead, try to capture your target's soul to build the foundation of a deep and lasting seduction. Lure the victim deep into your web with spirituality.
I'm kind of remember that. I don't remember what they said. I mean, this idea came to mind, and I thought about that. I was like, all right, because I just think about the chapters, the concept. I was like, the concept. Sometimes concepts are very powerful. Let's continue though, like
making physical pleasure seem sublime and transcendent. Spirituality will disguise your manipulations, suggesting that your relationship is timeless and creating a space for ecstasy.
This ain't the best. This ain't the best one to fucking to play. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm not really. It has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying, but so I feel like that's what it is. That's what I wanted. That's what I want to say. What I want to say is it can be very powerful. I mean, because it's very like. I mean, females is people though. I mean, sex is a very like strong drive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking like a very. You say I found a very, very great young lady, and then a very great young lady. You know what I'm saying? But even her, she make some kind of like man, stupid decisions, like without the correct kind of like guidance. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of. They were a certain level of guidance, even though it might have sounded kind of, you know what I'm saying, like cruel or forcing. Not even forcing, just strict at the time, you know? Or strictly, you know what I'm saying? But, I keep blanking. That's why I'm just playing this so I can play this kind of just to play something. It kind of gives me ideas. It's not about what it says.
In the victim's mind, remember that seduction is a mental process, and nothing is more mentally intoxicating than religion, spirituality.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm just like I said, I just need kind of buffer. I haven't been on live in a minute, so basically though, my thing like with the whole spirituality thing, whole religion, and everything, just the God friend is like make it real. Make it real. One thing is like make it very genuine, but then my thing is addressing the sexual nature as well. Basically, some people will see like you could just think she's a virtuous woman or whatever, but some people would look at a good girl, say a church going girl, a girl who's really in the church, or really in the God, talk about God a lot. But then not see her as still like a human, a human or a female, whatever, So they would kind of treat her so good. But that's the thing I'm saying though, is a chick can be very good. Like it's not really some chicks can just act like they're good, but they're not. I'm saying like they'll do some shiesty shit. But my thing was just I'm saying like, yeah, like teach her like a righteous path, but also address the sexual nature, the sexual aspect as well. So you can kind of, it's more fulfilling. I'm saying when you can give, I'm saying a true love of God, and then also, I'm saying it's just because it's like basically it's like just the spiritual part. So the physical part, mind, body, and soul. So it's all kind of combined. Like even just certain stuff you can't really reach certain even just spiritual heights with a certain health level. So it kind of intertwines. But yeah, even just sex can kind of be very spiritual, like soul ties. So just inserting love into the female. Because basically, the woman pretty much she gonna be attracted to like a dude similar to you. So it's like the first person who gets with this female. He's like he kind of sets the tone for who should be attracted to, So he sets a standard, bitch. Me, so it's like, they said I even watched a video like all people who compare. So basically, it's like just say her first, and then go to the one calling on text versus Ross. You're like her first and everything. Every dude after you, she's gonna compare. Not even like be with. I just mean like even just like saying hello. I mean like any dude who's like even trying to, or she's like meets. I mean she's gonna compare that with all the dudes to that first. Like that's her standard. That's what they talk about like the negative imprint. Because like a lot of chicks will get imprinted. Like even me. I mean I have like a certain type of reputation. I say that. I mean I was kind of joking about that the other day, but I mean so I kind of was. I just kind of I came to God like later on. So if she met me early, she might not have been into me, or it just wouldn't have been like a healthy imprint. I'll say. Mm. But yeah, just to be attracted to to the first dude. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the negative imprint. Like a lot of chicks, saying, they'll be attracted to like the popular dudes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the popular dudes. That's why like you tell me like 80% of women, like 20% of dudes most of the time. It's like a lot of chicks at a young age be attracted to popular dudes. And a popular dude, if he's popular, he probably has a lot of chicks. So sometimes when you have a lot of chicks, you don't really like you're not getting you don't have to be always that nice to chicks. Until you have a lot of chicks, you're not always like the greatest of guys. You know what I'm saying? Just morally. You might dog them. A lot of chicks imprint will be, you know what I'm saying, by a dog like me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, basically sometimes some dudes can get tired of pussy and just, you know what I'm saying, bounce on a chick. And then basically even just usually when you do take a chick's virginity, she's I mean some chicks just some dudes leave a chick, but then I just from Mr. Lember channel, but I never heard that, but I was like, that's interesting because like it makes sense. Like shit. That happened kind of like twice for me. The second chick, I learned a lot from the first chick. Not number one, I'm just saying the first chick. I said the first chick, but basically I learned about like persistence, man, because like it was interesting how I learned that. I was like, dang, I understand why too. Because like, the chick who you take, because I always thought, okay, a chick's gonna cling to you. Who took her virginity? She's gonna more so like cling to you, and it's actually true. But she's gonna leave you. She's gonna be not even more prone. She'll usually leave. Like the dude who took the chick's virginity, she's usually going to leave the dude. But it's kind of a try. That's why I might keep this one public because like it's kind of important. But and it's kind of like when you pursue it, because some chicks you see in movies, romantic and shit. But I'm saying chicks want to be, you might leave, but I'm saying if you pursue her, that'll be her imprint. I mean, because she don't necessarily. It's not that she don't like you. It's just like the reason I broke it down. The reason why chicks will usually leave the dude who took their virginity, because even like the dude who took chicks virginity, like before he takes her virginity, she's the most imaginative that she'll ever be. Because she's like imaginative. Even just, I'm saying he broke down her walls. He broke down her before he broke down her walls, the walls. But yeah, I'm saying he broke down some shit. I'm telling you, man, you some weird shit. But yeah, broke down her walls. I mean, like, even just the physical wall, even just the walls. Like I'm saying, like the wall that I mean is just, and this is I'm saying same person who took the video, but I mean basically just yeah, like her guards broke her guards down. Like I'm saying because when a chick take chicks Virginia, she's kind of like it's her first time. What the fuck, woman? It's her first time, right? So yeah, it's her first time. So I'm saying like it's first time in doing something is I'm saying you're more nervous doing something for your first time. You know what I'm saying? Like life changing. So like when the dude kind of can be that first, it makes the real impact on it. Cause I mean, he got past like her barriers, like really barriers, like I'm saying, like and this information right here. I got this from Mr. Limba channel. Mindfuck part two. Mind F underscore CK part two. This part right here, breaking down her barriers. So like her mental barriers and stuff. Like what will her parents think or whatever? What will society think? I mean, just differences. So check that video. I'll probably put a link in that to that video for that. But basically, I mean, just yeah. But even just after when I like even just basically when I think about like a virgin chick, whatever I mean, like the bike I'm gonna call that. Like your first like after you go through so many people, like pictures. Like it's even what video was that? I mean, you can go to this Instagram. I mean, shout out to Professor Mink, the professor. But he talking about just liberal Florida cast too, but I mean, just yeah, like you talking about like the sticky tape. I mean, after you really put a piece of tape on and peel it off 30 times, it ain't gonna stick no more. So that's the whole pair one. That's why a chick being with one dude her whole life is very powerful because it's the pair is two. The pair two become one. So a pair bond. I mean, she gonna bond the most. The less she bonds the most. So what was I with that? Like even with that though, and she becomes custom made. So she like likes everything he does. Like she just does, but she that's number one. Her body even just like physically, it's interesting how that is too. But yeah, like if you go through like a bunch of, it kind of gets like your first time is more. That's why chick will always remember first time because after going through so much, it's like more like it's routine. You can't be really emotionally connected. Like yeah, been through it so much. It's like no type of like emotion, just no connection because it's so routine. I mean, if a chick goes through so many dudes, see, it's not like it's nothing. It's like you kind of know what to expect as opposed to your first time. It's like damn, like it's life changing and all that. I mean, like it's like man, that's what I've been telling you, like yo, like some stuff is important. I mean, like I ain't just for real, like she don't necessarily see it like this. And then I'm kind of like, yeah. One thing she said was just like, you know what I'm saying, protective style. You know what I'm saying for sure. But some chicks they like kind of fall for stuff. And a certain dude don't kind of guide her. I mean, like even just show her attention, show her affection. And you don't always gotta be like you don't gotta realize like she appreciates it, man. But she can really appreciate it. You might find out. You probably will find out. You just kind of be persistent with it. I mean, but even just certain like just showing a chick, especially you took a virginity, it's like you should show her attention. Like you know what I'm saying? Because chicks just like attention sometimes. And then even just affectionate attention, but then also lustful attention, but also like certain type of attention as well. Mm. But I seen something that was like I was like, damn, kind of touched me because some I seen something that was like kind of bothered me too, but it was like, damn, like if I wasn't like there, just even just be like I'm saying, I know she cared about, like you know I care about you. You know, it was like she could have fell for some simple shit, and then even just the fact, I mean, like a lot of times chicks will leave, but like this go to see Boogie what he be saying. Some people, different people say this is like a specific lesson recently, but I don't know. I just yeah, some chicks just go back to the same dude. That's funny too. Check out the ejaculated woman. It's a Jack video, but nah, some chicks just go back to just always go back to the same dude. Mm. You know what I'm saying? My mind won't blank right now again. But mm-hmm. I'm over here misplacing the dad on. You know? Oh yeah, basically what I was saying like yeah, so if you thinking about like maybe persistence, but you know what I'm saying, staying the course, but also like a chick will kind of, if she leaves you, if you just let her know, like if you let her know, you know what I'm saying, the door's open, let her know, you know what I mean, she can always like, she can always hit you up. You just let her know you care about her. Like, it's kind of touchy, but I mean, you let her know you really do care about her. You don't gotta sweat her, like you know what I'm saying, hitting you up, but like just let her know. I mean, like whenever she wants to, since she get you up, and you just let her know you care about her. I mean, but just it's weird. You know what I'm saying, but when she feels like I mean, that you care about her. Cause basically, like, if you ever, if you took a virginity, right, in a certain way too, but and then you leave her, that bump that. But even if she leaves you, mm, she gonna still want you. It's just sometimes you can be that just you make her kind of nervous. I mean, because I would think that it's like you know what I'm saying, like you even felt that way about someone. Because it can be emotional for you. So, but I mean, one thing I seen lately, I was like, if I just left certain shorty alone, you know, she could have kind of felt for some just stupid shit. Because yeah, sometimes the chick might want to be alone, get some space, or whatever. But then yeah, the chick wants to be admired. I mean, so if you don't like if you don't give her no like attention, she's gonna seek it elsewhere. Even if she's cool being alone at points, she's gonna want to be not even held physically, just held like me like let her know you want to hold her. I mean, like if you can't like physically hold her, like you just let her know like you see her that way. I mean, like you really do care about her, and then she'll be. It'll help her. I mean, even just mentally, just knowing you care about her, as opposed to if she has nobody. I mean, she'll get more attention. I mean, and then over time, you do this with a lot of chicks. Like I don't mean like that specific thing. I just mean kind of just be a certain type of what's it called? I don't want to see this shit. But, be a certain type of just using repetition. I mean, using repetition. Because even that's how you kind of can train yourself, your own, your own mind. I mean, like the power of habits, I mean, like reforming habits and everything. Because it goes the same thing with like good stuff. People be like habits and stuff. Like habits can be certain stuff, but then some habits can be good. And I would say I'm saying good habits can be just as hard. You wouldn't necessarily want to break them, but just as like how they say smoking so addictive, smoking cigarettes are so addictive, but it's a quote unquote bad habit. So when you go out of your way to form positive habits, those will be just as addictive as bad habits. Just make them good habits. Mm. And those will be just implemented into your way of living, your way of being. But yeah, there's certain understanding. I mean, there's certain understanding. Because some say you gotta kind of use discernment. Research, you know what I'm saying? Some people say more efficiency. You heard that a lot of time, more efficiency. But I mean, you hear chicks are emotional. So it's like my thing. She left me. She would leave me a lot. Not or even early, but it's like but I always seen like different times. She'd always give like signs like, dang, she really be paying attention to it, man. She really be paying attention, like and really be paying attention, like yo, I would do this often, like for real. Leave that alone. I would often be like, damn, is she even like doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be wondering about stuff, and then she would always like be like, God dang, I would always be like, she really be paying attention, like she really be listening. I wouldn't even know she would like know I was like, I thought she'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God dang, she be listening like a motherfucker. Like, she's interested. I mean, so yeah. But even like that was like I forget whose live it was. I think it was Aki's live, but it was just an interesting. It was an interesting live. But it was I think it was just the one. You know what I'm saying, can a chick be faithful? But even man, it's different. The difference in there. But I was like, what's up? And he was like, yeah, it's kind of chick can be faithful, but you know, you do kind of do have to like, damn, do certain stuff to make it happen. So my thing was just saying, I did exactly what he said basically. It takes a lot of fucking like energy and shit. I mean, mm, my thing was just saying like, I just, I was really drawn. I was really drawn. I used to read Proverbs every day. So every like, it happens like every other month. I mean, so you get to Proverbs 31. And we gotta read the proverb to go with the day. You know, 31 scriptures, 31 chapters in Proverbs, so you can read Proverbs for each day. So what's today? Today's the whatever, 11, Proverb 11, and so forth. So every other month it'd be like I'm saying Proverb 31. But it really stuck out to me because it is also I was kind of influenced by another chick, but it was very early on. But so it made a lot of interesting errors with that one. But yeah, it just stood out to me. So I always kind of kept that in my mind. Like saying, I always thought about Proverb 31. Um, but yeah, so yeah, it's like certain keywords. It's like full confidence, and there's even Proverb 31:10. I mean, just she's worth more, far more than rubies and all that. I mean, far more than diamonds. Different generations, but gold, but just here. So I would translate that to money. I mean, she's worth far more than money. I wouldn't even say that means like people. I mean, I wouldn't really put money over people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like the whole concept was like take care of her because she ain't really gonna. You know what I'm saying, like she's only gonna be a certain age to a certain age, like for that a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? A certain amount of time. So it's like an important time in her life. You know what I'm saying? So like take your time to kind of take care of her, and then later on, you know what I'm saying she'll just be like you kind of custom make because it's one imprint like it is like this is it's a physical imprint which is very powerful, but then the whole another thing is like a mental imprint which is wild as fuck. But yeah, I mean, so it's a mental imprint as well. You kind of mold her physically, but you also mold her mentally, you mold her all that shit. And then you got like a really like I'm saying like because even later on, you know what I'm saying, it's like she manifested me learning how to manifest. I mean, like like the way to and everything like and like even just conscious sex. You know what I'm saying like how to manifest through sex, and even just learning the power of like the manifestation power of like a woman, like the more virtuous, the more like pure she is, or she can manifest for you even more. So I'm like, damn. Cause I just always was like, I was reminded, I'm saying like a certain power 31 to 31 basically. So I'm like, let me fucking like yeah, it'll pay off. I mean, sometimes it's like you want to get to money so much. But my thing was, it's like nigga, okay, money. Some people say, go for the bag, go for money whatever. I don't know if it's that, but go for the money and the purpose, whatever. And chicks will always be there. But it's like you focus on one specific chick, okay, you can kind of reverse that. You know what I'm saying? Like build her up. You need to be very intricate with you, very devoted to you. And money will always be there. Cause like basic, you know what I'm saying like a person, they're gonna like what they go through is gonna impact them their whole life. Like people be having trauma from like people like my age. I'm 32, right? But stuff like a lot of people A lot of old, like 50-year-old dudes will still have trauma from from being when they were 7 years old, like a chick rejected them or harsh way or something. I mean, so the people like, so basically what I'm saying, I'm gonna take care of her more so, because money. You can be a millionaire. Like I had like a lot of millionaires. Robert Kiyosaki's a popular kind of book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's like, he had a business, a wallet business, which made millions. So a lot of people who have millions lose it all. Boom, right there. The wisdom is more important than the gold, the money. With the wisdom, interesting, I should have wisdom more, but with the wisdom, you can always get the money. But a lot of people, think about this now. A lot of people who hit the lottery, I don't know statistics, a lot of people who hit the lottery, large sums of money is quickly, usually lose it, but they don't have the wisdom. So when you have the wisdom, you can have millions of dollars. And if you lose it, when you have the wisdom, you can always get it back. So that's my response. I understand. Females will always be there, but if you're focused on one, the money will always be there as well. It's kind of just about patience and like, because I don't know, I don't know about romance. I ain't romance. I ain't gonna say about. I'm just saying. Mm, I remember one time I was sitting like I was out. I mean, I don't know why I went to this restaurant. It was like I don't know if it was 138 or like I can't remember where it was though. Industry Street, but yeah, I was just at a restaurant though. It was like a nice restaurant. I think it was eating sushi or something. But I was just alone. I mean, just went to the restaurant. It's cool, but I was like, damn, this was like what man, like 2008 maybe. Interesting time, but I was like, damn, it's cool and everything. I actually do like my solitude, but I'm like, damn, man, because it was just around time. I was like, kind of thinking about just this whole other chick, but it's like, damn, this is interesting. Like, do I want to really? This is what I'm like thinking. I'm like, do I really want to like do this forever? I mean, like, it's cool, but I would want to like, I want to just be alone. Cause it was a nice restaurant and everything. I was like, do I want to just, just be alone? I'm like, damn. So I'm like, cause that's even how. I mean, I like kind of effed it up with this other chick. But I mean, I'm grateful though, because some stuff is like, yeah, you supposed to fuck it up. It wasn't meant to be. But you can still take the lessons from the shit. But I mean, what I learned from it though is like, I was focused like, if I wanted to kind of be with her, I was focused. It wasn't gonna happen. But you focus too much on money, and you kind of ignore the shit out of her too. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know. I just took it a whole different way of just let me focus on the chicken is interesting because like what I'm saying, like the Proverb 31:10-31. It don't say like the new, I don't say new age type stuff, the metaphysics and all that. But I just really kind of break scripture down, like even just what John, I'll say John 10:35, right? Scripture is always, hmm. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm like, why does it say she's worth more than? Why does it say that? Why does it say with her? I mean, he'll have everything. Her husband will have her. He'll have everything he ever needs. All right. So if she's worth more than money, and with her, you'll have everything you need. Everything you'll ever need. I mean, if you need money, right, you'll have it. If everything you need, if you need food, maybe you'll have everything you need with you. It's like, I mean, it's just kind of, mm-hmm. But also me, like I like business stuff. So I'm like, I already know business. Business takes time anyway. That takes time to grow. It takes time to build. So I'm kind of just have a mindset of kind of investing in stuff that I already figure I'm gonna have to take time to build anyway. We necessarily no immediate return all the time. And usually it's not no immediate type of no immediate type of return. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then it just goes to the sexual transportation as well. I mean, you got like the thing about like kind of like a custom made shit, right? Yeah, she'll be like I'm saying like addicted, obsessed with you. I mean, he'd be cool about it too. If you like a challenge, she'll be challenging because she's custom made. But she'll really be, you know what I'm saying, really like into you. You don't have to really. It might not even be that obvious. She'll show it. It'll show. At times, you'll get see that guy. Dang, she really is like obsessed kind of. But the thing about like a custom made chick, if you kind of build her up to a certain way, you focus on her, she'll be like very attractive to you. You'll be very aroused by her. She'll turn you on like no other. Because this is like from the Uncle Ron video, the Sinner Woman video. Custom made, so she's basically saying like everything will mold to you. I don't want to get into the vagina, but it'll mold. It'll reshape her whole. I mean, her body, her actual physical body, her mind, everything, her physical. It will even shape. To a perfect chick for you. I don't know how many people talk about this. I be learning stuff from different people. They be having certain knowledge. I went out my way to do something specific though. And then, so some people, I learned stuff more about like more type of sexual type stuff. From some like type of groups and stuff, or just just type like red pill, you know what I'm saying? But just type management, but types of stuff. And then even just I learned certain stuff, from like Farrakhan. I learned stuff, like, just certain other type of like relation type ship stuff from other people, from other type of people. But I don't really hear many people. I usually like with the red pill, I'll say that it'll be more like with like just multiple women. I'm kind of into that. Most times, I never really heard someone come from a place of like saying, because most of the dudes like saying red pill or whatever, they kind of they're very they kind of have been well with women a lot, like a long time. So the big on like, multiple women. I'm cool with multiple women, but I don't know where they got the knowledge. They be having wrong knowledge. But then I'm like, damn, I don't know many who are like really what do you call it, like have mastered. You know what I mean, like mastering one chick. Because it makes sense. Like it's like you talk about like quality women. But like for me, a quality like the most quality is like straight up custom made. And then like you know what I'm saying, like like it's wild as fuck. It's an interesting thing. Cause you kind of very young, not very young, but you're kind of young. But at the same time, you pretty young too. It's just like you're like, so it's kind of interesting. You kind of gotta be young. So I mean, if you like young, I didn't kind of I had a certain mindset very young for some reason. I kind of just had something. I don't know what happened. Something happened, and I got a certain type of mindset. A certain type of mindset pretty young. This is I don't know. That's why I can't really. I don't really be giving that much advice. Because my shit, my fucking story, but my shit is very like unique to these things. I mean, but also even just seeing the value of one chick. I mean, you kind of my thing. I can kind of that goes to the whole concept like the bottom chick. I mean, the importance of a bottom chick. My thing, like, I mean, for the most part, even with her, I kind of engage with other chicks, but I don't really like other chicks like that. Like enough. I mean, like this is what I mean. Like to even pursue them, I'll pursue that shit out of her. I don't pursue other chicks. I might like I'll say some shit to them, but then I don't really pursue. Like I'll give up easy as fuck. That's one thing that stood out about it. But uh, yeah, but I feel like chicks like kind of. I'm somewhat. I got this motherfucking but I'm somewhat kind of smooth with chicks, like, but I don't do nothing with it. Like, so I can just be relaxed around them. So they like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that was like one of the wrong things, though. You know what I'm saying? Because she kind of just focusing on her. I don't. I could come off like kind of just relax with other chicks, so I could more so impact other chicks even more effectively. Yeah, some are kind of interesting though. Some are kind of interesting. Like some certain things. I like my because yeah, man, for the even like my thing, like you're saying, like hmm, a male imprint. I mean, it's powerful too, but male imprint is more mental, man. So basically, yeah, like nigga, she's just my imprint too. I've been with, I've been with more chicks before, but she re-imprinted the heck out of me just because even just my actual imprints. I mean, I mean, they're interesting because I actually still I keep in touch. I'm saying both. I actually because of both of them, but or one. But either way, keep in touch with them. And not really, but you know, I still keep in touch to an extent. But it was like it was well, for one, it was pretty young. But then think about it, the man's being mental. My thing is, if I don't remember it, it wasn't that memorable. I mean, so it obviously wasn't that powerful. Even like the sex part, okay, but even the sex ain't that memorable. I mean, so like, it's like her whole mind, man's mental. Yeah, but I feel like yo, because a chick will really study you, so I can tell that shit. She does that shit, dog. Like, I wrote shit, what's it called videos, man. Like yeah, like nigga, she was really watching me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? She was really watching me. Like, I'm talking about nigga, she was young, but she was watching me. She was. I'm saying she was, she was. My god damn, cause. Yeah. Because I never, I wouldn't say I noticed it. Like, I don't remember when I noticed it. I remember I didn't notice it. I don't remember like how I noticed it per se. But nigga, like, yeah, nigga, she hit me like she knew me like well as fuck. I mean, but it was like a certain time in my life too. You know, just saying, we just kind of clicking. Like she just kind of, she was just, mm, yeah, she was a person to care about. She was a person she was a person she was a person to care about. I would say that. I mean, she was like just certain stuff about her story, but there's just certain stuff about her. She was a person that I could care about. I mean, it was she. You know what I'm saying it was like a reason why I could care about her. Like, I mean, I can see how she would really be beneficial in my life, and I'd really be beneficial in her life. So, I mean, but then yeah, I'm saying I was like, yeah, she looking back at it, I was like, nigga, she really did like. Cause I'm like, yo, she really like. She was young, but she like, if a man's thing is mental, and she got my knuckle, I'm like that shit is mental as fuck. Like the way she did something, like she had me do shit I never done. Like it's even just mentally. Like you like think about something. She had me imagine her. I mean, like, I'm like, yo, shit don't make no sense, man. So, babe, I mean, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be out soon. But see, I never orgasmed before in my life. Before me getting an orgasm. Ejaculated, not orgasm. I'm not a lot. I mean, I mean, I've gotten hit before from chicks before. Had sex with me in the pussy before. I've never in my entire life orgasm. No. I would always nut. I never even had blue balls though either. But I never heard either. But I'm just saying. But yeah, I was like, I thought like music, nothing was good to do. Like, I want to, busting that. That's what's up. But first time with her, I'm gonna say this. But first time with her, I actually didn't need Jack. I didn't need Jack. She had asked me to bust. I didn't see busting. I was like, I forgot about busting. This shit was like, I was orgasming. I orgasmed. Like, god dang. Like, oh my goodness, this shit was bomb as fuck. It was the best shit I ever had, and it was like, I didn't think about it. I totally forgot about busting. Because you just felt that I was better than busting. So that's kind of doing semen retention even before that shit. So she had an interesting input. I'll say that. But now what I'm saying, like before that even though she just told me to think about something. You know what I'm saying? So if it's mental, like I'm saying, yeah, I literally she actually made me orgasm before I even touched her. At least before she even touched me. I mean, at least I don't know. At least my general region shooting like my freaking much at all. I mean, well, she touched me. No, I'm just saying, bro. Before we even did anything like that, I mean, like orgasm. She made me orgasm just from showed me to think. She told me to imagine something, which I could never even imagine something. Some people have more vivid imaginations. I never had a vision. Like I tried to do it like a few times in my life. So I was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. You can do it. I didn't know how to do that shit. It was like, so that's the thing. Like that's the thing about it. Like you have to think about that. If a chick takes you that complex, you've never done it. You just put it in your mind. You can't even do that. It's like you tried before. You couldn't even do it. So that's the mental thing about it. What she did was first she gave me a very just amazing thing to visualize and to imagine. So that's what I mean, mixing the pleasure with. But basically, what that means is that kind of gave me, kind of showed me the importance of her right there. Like she can like have me visualize so passionately that she can help me to do things I never even thought I could do. Just from her inspiration, or just her telling me to do it, and like her being this, I don't know, just that. It just, I don't know. I don't think the chicken even told me to even ask me to do that. So I don't know. It's just she was just I mean, but yeah, that's interesting. Though. So that's like I'm saying. It's like my imprint. Like a man's is mental. Her getting into my mental, just telling me to imagine something. And I want to do more. I imagine even more than she told me to do. I was like, God dang, that shit was so. I like imagine something. I imagine another level of shit. So, but yeah, it's like, and then this shit actually happened. So I mean, yeah, we kind of we were manifesting before we necessarily knew how to manifest shit. But yeah, I just seeing the power. I'm saying that. Man, that's why I say in this song, man. Discern Proverb 31, 10 through 31, and then Proverb 31, 1 through 9. I'm saying. And I ain't wasting my time on chicks. We don't getting drunk. God's will. What else is to be done? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it though. I'm out though. The money only comes because I know where the money comes from.